Time now for the STOHD.com Diamond in the Rough, and it's Clippers reliever Eric Berger, who was recently promoted from Akron. STOHD.com's Tony Lastoria says the left-hander, selected in the 8th round of the OA draft from the University of Arizona, has a unique straight-over-the-top arm slot with a fastball that clocks 90 to 93. His best offering is the 12-6 curve. Has a lot of confidence throwing that. He's battled some command issues over the years, but looks to be improving in that area this year, and is yet another bullpen option at the big league level for the Indians in the very near future.
Yeah, and Eric Berger, I mean, you look at this mustache right there. I mean, that is a classic mustache from a minor leaguer. But the best thing about it, he's a good-sized lefty. He throws the ball, decently. He's not overpowering, but 90-93 is good from the left side. But as long as he can get guys out and he can get lefties out, he's going to progress. He's already at the AA level right now. Watch for this kid to move up very fast.
Maybe he can be rolling fingers from the left side with that mustache. Read more about Indians prospects every week on Minor Happenings on STOHD.com and in Tony's book listing the top 100 Tribe prospects. Welcome back to our STO studios here in downtown Cleveland. You know, wherever Mike Sarbaugh seems to go, he seems to win as well. He won the AAA championship last year in Columbus, and he's the topic this week for the Minor League Insider. Let's go to Scott Leo.
We are here with Columbus Clippers manager Mike Sarbaugh in year number 2 leading the Tribe's AAA team. And Skip, here we are a few weeks into the season. You've had a chance to maybe settle in with your guys in the clubhouse. Give me your overall thoughts on the team you have to work with on a daily basis.
Well, it's been a good group. We've had some younger players that first time at AAA level, and then we have some veteran minor league players with some major league time. That it's been a good mix. A lot of good things have been happening here early in the season. You know, having players like Lonnie Chisenhall and Jason Kipnis, Cord Phelps, Ezekiel Carrera. And then the mixes in with somebody like Travis Buck, who just came to us. You know, you can go a long list there that of guys that have a lot of experience that really have been beneficial for the younger players. And then David Huff, Jemar Gomez early, Zach McAllister. So a lot of good players, and it's been fun early on.
The thought around baseball is that at the lower levels in the minors, you get to do more teaching as a manager or a coach. But with the Cleveland Indians having so many young players racing up through the farm system, I would think that you guys here in Columbus are still getting a chance to do some of that teaching with some of these young prospects.
That's for sure. They're still learning. A lot of the players, Jason Kipnis has only really played one full season of minor league baseball, so it's still a process. They're still learning, just not only on the field but off the field, how to prepare themselves. Not only Jason, but you can go along lines of Lonnie on just preparing for a 140 game schedule, and then hopefully 162 when they get to the major leagues. So it is a process, but that's why we're here, to help them along, to help them with anything, for them the experience that we have, and then also the players can help them out a lot, the players that have been around for a while.
Cord Phelps is a very interesting case, for me at least, because he's really good at a lot of things. Maybe he isn't the best at one particular thing, but as a whole, he's a really good young baseball player, and he's had to bounce around a little bit this year to find where he could get a spot in the lineup and where he can play defensively. Well,
I think the one word with Cord is consistent. Very consistent player day in, day out, and I think that's going to help him down the road. He's been asked to go over to shortstop, and it's looked really good. And I think that can only help him. And just the way he's handled everything with playing new positions, just shows you the type of person and the player he is.
You've got some guys on your team that are pretty intelligent individuals. When you talk about Cord Phelps from Stanford, a guy that obviously has a good head on his shoulders. And then if you look around this team, it seems like it's a group of young players with overall a high baseball IQ. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement, to have guys like that, and then have Frank Herman back with us here, and just to have him and Paul Phillips, who's played for 14 years, to have his experience and the knowledge of the game that he can help pass along to the players. So it's, like I said earlier, it's a good mix, and I think the guys can only benefit from working together.
Chris Antonetti, near the end of spring training, referenced when talking to the media what a great camp Ezekiel Carrera had. I think the folks in Cleveland really liked his ability to get on base, run the bases, cover ground in center field, the whole package. How much have you enjoyed watching him play since he came over in the trade last year?
Well, especially last year, having him and Jose Constanza at the top of the lineup toward the end of the year, puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And then having him at the top leading off for us this year, he's done that and more for us. He's gotten on base, You know, I think he's one of the league leaders in stolen bases. And what he can do defensively it just helps you. He takes runs away, as much room as he can cover in the outfield, and you're a very smart player, and it's fun to watch him, and just to see when he's in there how he gets our team going. He sets it for us.
You have a first baseman / outfielder by the name of Chad Huffman that hit 3 home runs in a game and drove in 10 runs. It's nothing like I've ever seen. Have you ever had a guy put together an individual performance like that?
If it was, I don't remember. But I know last year Matt Laporta had 3 home runs for us, but didn't have the RBI total that Chad had. So, you know, and he's a player I left off talking about. You know, he got off to a little bit of a tough start, but really kept his mental focus, really stayed intact. He really stayed on course, and it's paid off for him. He's been really swinging the bat well for us. He has experience that has helped the younger players. And just the way he plays the game and goes about his business, he's very professional. He's been outstanding for us.
All right, Skip, always good to talk to you. We'll do it again soon.
Thanks, Scott.
Mike Sarbaugh with us here in Columbus. Back to you guys.
Scott, Mike, thanks. And Jason, Mike Sarbaugh, he's just a winner wherever he goes. Look at his record through this past Sunday. Amazing.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and I had the opportunity to play for Mike Sarbaugh when he was an assistant coach with Akron and with Kinston. This guy, I mean, he knows what he's doing with baseball. He's been around the baseball game a long time. You see what he's capable of doing at the AAA level, and I mean, the next step up is at the major league level. And I hope that sooner or later this guy gets an opportunity at the big league level because he deserves it. I mean, he's a great manager, but he's a great knowledge of the game.
Yeah, good guy indeed, and Mike Sarbaugh making good in AAA Columbus. All right, we'll take a break, but when we come back, he was the #1 draft pick for the Tribe last year. Now he's starting his journey to the majors in Kinston with the K-Tribe. Drew Pomerantz has had an impressive start to his pro career. We'll focus on him next as Minor League Magazine rocks on.